Guys, hello everyone, as always in touch Vladislav Stashenko, and today in the first part of the video we will talk about our favorite Bitcoin. Has growth already left the chat, or should we wait for the banquet to continue? In the second part of the video I will share my thoughts on the topic of altcoins. We will have new recommendations and we will also analyze two new trends. The video will be interesting, positive and useful. Just right now put a fat, big, huge like in advance, and we will start. So friends, a lot of questions have been received recently on the topic of the future price of our beloved Bitcoin. Again, I will share my thoughts today, which in no way pretend to be some kind of truth. This is rather one of the possible scenarios. In my opinion, we have even greater chances to go higher, closer to $30,000, as I said in previous videos. The fact is that the FUD that we're seeing now is absolutely normal. And it would even be stupid if Bitcoin was just 16 and then bam, 30. Throughout this distance, it is logical that some corrections, some FUD should be waiting for us in order to put people in short, who will now wait for Bitcoin for $10,000. Well, at least, if I were a manipulator, the whale with 1 million Bitcoins, I would do exactly that. And just right now, let's discuss what has happened recently since the last video. On February 16, inflation data appeared, which were worse than expected. And then, as they say, people shook a little. But in general, the market reacted normally. But now, experts are already predicting that the next increase in the interest rate may be higher than expected. We expect an increase of 0.25, but theoretically, or even practically, we may have an increase of 0.5. The meeting will be held on March 22, the next one will be on May 3, and we will have another one on June 14. In all these three meetings, an interest rate increase of 0.25% is now expected. That is a total of 0.75, but even if it is 0.5, I think that nothing terrible will happen. And that is why Bitcoin will not collapse. If it falls, there will be some other reason. In general, what we're seeing now is a good rebound, and it is logical that it should continue. Well then, as they say, we're still far from halving. I still expect that perhaps we will see a pullback to the values that we have seen. The same $15,000–$16,000 or even lower, because if we recall the history of the past bull run, past access, then just before the strongest movements, we were expected to collapse, complete surrender and bloody tears. Disbelieving investors in Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. Friends, do not forget that investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is high risk. High risk. Therefore, we invest only what we don't mind losing. Well, or at least to hodl for some long period of time. So friends, let's move on to the second part of the video, namely to our favorite altcoins, which have pleased us well since the beginning of the new year. This is of course Aptos, X6, and of course Floki, which made about X9, and this is 800% of net profit. Congratulations to all of us who invested in it and followed my recommendation. And in this video, let's discuss two new trends that are brewing or that are already in the process. And of course, we remember that the trend is our friend, on which you can take a good ride and earn money. We remember that we had a trend of metaverses, meme coins, and so on in the crypto. In general, crypto itself is everywhere, like you know, every barrel has a plug. And now we see a couple of new trends. The first is coins made in China. The fact is that just recently the news came out that Hong Kong legalizes cryptocurrency trading from June 1. And of course, there were rumors that China itself might even join this movement. Well, then just fantasy and imagination are already playing out about those access that can come to the cryptocurrency market if this suddenly happens. So then, I went through a huge list of Chinese coins and has allocated several coins for myself. The first is of course EOS. I recommended it in the last video, explained why I bought it. In general, those who have not seen my video, after that be sure to review the previous one. The second coin is Ontology. At one time I did not buy it, track the cost, track the movement, but decided not to add it in my cryptocurrency portfolio anyway. And thank God, because this is the same story as with EOS. The coin did not meet the expectations of its early investors. The fact is that the price of this coin was at a pre-sale of $0.20. To date, the cost plus or minus is the same. Ontology is another Chinese blockchain that was supposed to change the world, but something went wrong. But still, the team is quite active, and I have hope that on this trend, perhaps, we will see some kind of upward movement. The next coin is called BitTorrent. Let me remind you, we bought it all the time with you and made real access of access. After that they fixed it, and as they say, it's time to pay attention to it again. Let me remind you that BitTorrent is a P2P platform for sharing files and torrents, which, by the way, is backed by a hype guy, such a character, Justin Sun, around whom there is a lot of hype, such as scandalous personality. But in general, he also knows how to push his coins well. And by the way, just recently he acquired the Chinese exchange Huobi. Maybe, I assume, he had this insider that Hong Kong legalizes the crypto. And perhaps we will still see some positive movements from China. Let's hope so. If you look at another coin, Justin Sun's main one is strong, then I personally am not buying it right now, because I don't see any access in the potential. But with BitTorrent, anything can be. Well, the fourth coin is called Shantu. This coin is backed by the audit company Certic, which conducted an audit and security of a huge number of coins. If you go to the CoinMarketCap website, there is such an audit graph under many coins, and there will be the Certic logo and its name. This coin was released via Launchpad on Binance. It has not really shown itself yet. I don't expect any crazy access from it, but maybe something will turn out to earn on this Chinese trend. In case I don't see any positive movements by June 1, out of Shantu I will definitely come out. In the case of Ontology, I'll think about it. Well, I will leave EOS and BitTorrent, as they say, until better times. Let them wait in the wings and the upcoming bull run. Let's move on to the second trend, and this of course is artificial intelligence, which has been shouted about now from every iron, from every corner. ChatGPT, where you can get an answer to any question. This all works now only in the beta version. And what will happen in alpha? That is, here I remember the Terminator movie, Skynet Corporation. The main thing is that we did not come to such a final. If you look at what is happening now, a huge number of companies are investing billions of dollars in artificial intelligence, in various apps, in neural networks, because in principle this is the future. And of course, if some noise starts somewhere, it immediately comes to the crypto. At the moment I have analyzed the number of coins and so far decided not to buy anything, since many coins have already made 3-4x and even some 10x. Just think about these numbers. Something tells me someone knew about the trend in advance. If we didn't have time to get on this train, it's already stupid to jump into the last one. It's better to wait for your opportunity, since the key rule in business, in earnings, in investing, is not to lose, but only then to earn. Because if you lose your money, then when those very opportunities come, there will be nothing to invest. The only thing out of all these coins, I personally paid attention to Ocean Protocol, because at one time, I remember, I recommended this coin. We bought it for about 4 cents, after which we sold it at a high cost of about $1. We have made such real excess of excess. To date, the price, I will say so, does not suit me. I'm not ready to buy it, but I've added this coin to my field of vision. Maybe if it rolls back, I will add it again to my cryptocurrency portfolio. Let's summarize. In the case of altcoins from the Middle Kingdom, there are interesting options here that plus or minus is at its bottom. In the case of the trend for artificial intelligence, there is a high of highs here, and I would not be in a hurry to buy certain coins. So friends, give feedback in the comments. How do you like this video at all, and was it useful? Write what you think about the altcoins that I have voiced. Are they promising coins, or maybe full scam? Also write what you think about Bitcoin. The continuation of the upward movement is waiting for us, or we will go look for a new bottom soon. It is interesting to read your opinion. If you liked the video, it was useful to you, fat like, subscription, bell. In the description there is a link to my Telegram channel. I post a lot of valuable, interesting, useful information there, so you definitely need to be there. Thank you all so much for watching. I love everyone. Hug. Happy everyone. Bye.